What's up guys, it's Tommy here and welcome to finally a good news Liverpool transfer news update video or contract news update video, because it looks like Mo Salah is very closer than ever before to sign a new contract at Liverpool. The contract talks are more advanced than ever. That's what a very credible source in Egypt is reporting. Egyptian outlet Masraoui reported late on Wednesday night that negotiations between Liverpool and Mo Salah's agent Rabi Abbas are much more advanced this time than ever before, and I translated the report to you for you guys, so you will get the full details in this video, and we will talk about Quansah and also the fallout after Trent is very close to signing for Real Madrid. And I think the fact that Trent is going to Real Madrid accelerated these contract talks, because Liverpool have more wages freed up with Trent leaving, and Liverpool could make a higher offer to Mo Salah. And do you think Liverpool waited for this news to break that Trent is close to leaving, because that would free up more wages to give to Salah and Van Dijk? And Ismail Mahmoud, a football journalist from Egypt, replied to this report being communicated with a check mark and thumbs up emoji, before then doubling down with a tweet saying, "Just to clarify, that's not my news, but the source is very reliable. I think it makes a lot of sense, especially after Trent departure was pretty much confirmed by various journalists, and Salah wants to stay, so I don't think there will be any issue, and I think Mo Salah will continue at Liverpool." So here is the exact report from the Egyptian source, translated to you guys. So Liverpool has entered into serious negotiations with Mo Salah to renew his contract, and a source told this Egyptian news outlet Masraoui exclusively that Liverpool's management has opened negotiations with Rabi Abbas, Mohamed Salah's agent, to renew Salah's contract with Liverpool during the current period. So if you are excited about this news, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here, so you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC. So negotiations between Liverpool and Rabi Abbas, Salah's agent, are more advanced this time than ever before, and the offer presented is higher than ever before any other offer made to the player. Trent Alexander-Arnold's imminent departure from Liverpool will be a major factor in Salah's contract renewal, following Liverpool's significant salary reductions, allowing Salah to be given what he desires in his new contract with Liverpool. So probably Liverpool bumped Salah's wages up by another 50k or something like that. Numerous press reports have indicated that Trent is close to joining Real Madrid in the upcoming, transfer window as a free agent, and I said my piece yesterday, and I love the discussion in the comment section. So let's get the discussion going about this news that Salah is about to sign a new contract. I think Salah and Van Dijk are more important to Liverpool's immediate success than Trent Alexander-Arnold. Don't get me wrong, Trent is also very important. He is one of the best creative forces in Liverpool's team, and Liverpool will badly miss him. But we will miss Salah more if he leaves. We will miss Van Dijk even more if he leaves. And David Ornstein's reporting trustworthy update. Between David Ornstein's reporting and this trustworthy update from Egypt, it's beginning to look very promising in terms of Salah's signing a new contract at Liverpool. James Pearce has quashed suggestions that Salah has already agreed terms. We will talk about that as well. But it looks like the needle is moving increasingly in the direction of Salah extending his stay at Liverpool. And if he does, just imagine the lift that it would give to every Liverpool player, to the Liverpool fan base, on our quest to winning another Premier League title. And I would love Salah to stay and break more records at Liverpool and in the Premier League as well. And Salah has been absolutely stupendous, fabulous, sensational this season. 32 goals and 22 assists. So 54 goal contributions in just 43 games across all competitions. He almost single-handedly won Liverpool the title. If Liverpool win the title this season, it will be down to Salah, because without Salah, we would be in a top 4 battle. And since Salah signed for Liverpool, He has scored an outrageous 243 goals and 110 assists in 392 games. So that's 353 goal contributions in 392 games. Absolutely mind-blowing numbers. And also, given his relentless record and impeccable fitness record, letting Salah leave would be a big mistake. David Ornstein also said a new update about Salah, saying that Liverpool are optimistic that both Salah and Van Dijk will renew their contracts, and it's just a matter of time. Until it is done, we can't say for certain, and it would appear there is still work to do. There has been nothing so far to suggest that Liverpool's confidence has changed on Salah and Van Dijk. And we always suspected that this would happen with Trent Alexander being so silent all season. He didn't say once that he wants to stay at Liverpool, and Salah and Van Dijk repeatedly came out and said that they want to stay. I always had more confidence that Salah and Van Dijk will stay and Trent will leave. And James Pearce on a podcast said that this school of thought that Van Dijk and Salah's new deals are already done and dusted and just tucked away in a drawer somewhere because they didn't want to put pressure on Trent. There are a lot of people who would already know if these deals would be done, and they have told me that that is absolute nonsense. I think it's fair to say that if there had been a positive resolution, we would know about it because they would be shouting it from the rooftops. And yeah, it wouldn't make sense for Liverpool or even for Salah or Van Dijk to wait. They would announce it as soon as the contract is signed because it would give everybody a huge lift, especially after the terrible news that Trent is all but gone to Real Madrid. But the clock is ticking, FSG. Don't dare you mess this up. Don't you dare mess this up. You need to extend the contracts of Salah and Van Dijk. Otherwise, Liverpool would need such a major rebuild that not even the best, transfer strategist would navigate that successfully. And Salah and Van Dijk wouldn't get offers from the likes of Real Madrid or Barcelona. They would get offers from Saudi Arabia or clubs that are not fighting for the Champions League or a top 2, top 3 league. So Salah's best option and Van Dijk's best option is to stay at Liverpool. Trent's best option in terms of glamour and winning trophies, it's Real Madrid. Even though as a boyhood Liverpool fan, it feels like Judas traitor move by Trent Alexander. I already said my piece in yesterday's video, but imagine the lift that this would give to Liverpool fans if they announced it, that Salah signs a new contract. It would be absolutely enormous. And Liverpool have faced some very challenging but also straightforward contract decisions in recent years, because letting Firmino and Sadio Mane go, it was tough emotionally, it made sense strategically. Both were on their decline and both players were past their prime and they were showing declining performance, injury issues, or they wanted bigger roles elsewhere. Firmino became a substitute player and he wanted a starting role at another club and also big salary. Mo Salah's situation is far more complicated because Salah remains at an exceptionally high level, consistently performing among Europe's elite. Historical analysis of similarly productive players at 32 years old suggests that many continue to perform at an exceptional rates. Lewandowski, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema and Messi. These 4 players all maintained elite production levels well into 33, 34 years old. So this makes a strong short-term case for extending and renewing Salah's contract, but looking beyond the 2-year extension becomes difficult because most comparable elite players either retire at 35 or move to a lot less competitive league like Messi and Ronaldo did. FSG emphasizes sustainable financial management, making Salah's costly extension a genuine dilemma, but balancing his immediate value against long-term financial health and squad planning is proving to be one of the toughest decisions in Liverpool's history. But I think it makes more sense to extend Salah's contract by 2 years and Van Dijk's contracts by 2 years. And probably when Salah is 34 and Van Dijk is 35, I don't think many Liverpool fans would have a problem with letting them go. Because at that age, you can't 100% say Salah will keep producing elite numbers at 35 years old in the Premier League. So I will be fine with both Salah and Van Dijk staying for another 2 years. Hopefully they can win another Premier League or another Champions League trophy in those 2 seasons, or hopefully maybe both. I would be happy if Liverpool won the Champions League next season and then the Premier League 2 years from now again. I just want Liverpool to win, or to actually be in the hunt for major trophies for the next 2 or 3 years, because I think we have the squad good enough to do that. We have a manager good enough to do that. We just need to nail the transfers. And keeping big talented players like Quansah at 22 years old is vital, and Newcastle are sniffing around him. There were rumors about Newcastle signing him, but James Pearce quickly came out and quashed those rumors, saying that Liverpool are planning to keep Quansah. An agreement was reached for Newcastle to sign Gomez for 45 million, with winger Anthony Gordon coming to Liverpool for 75 million. And also Newcastle wanted Quansah, they are interested in him again, but Liverpool flat out rejected that, and they will keep rejecting that because Quansah is a hugely talented player and he is from the Liverpool Youth Academy, so he costs nothing. And Newcastle valued Quansah at around 50 million. Since then, Quansah has gained more experience, he's signed a new contract, and he is now an England international. He's into the England squad ahead of players such as White, who is worth 60 million. So Liverpool would only sell Quansah if a crazy 70 million offer arrived for him, and I don't think Newcastle value him that highly. And also this is a very interesting piece on this whole Trent Arnold contract saga, the way it played out. It benefited absolutely no one. It didn't benefit Real Madrid, didn't benefit Liverpool at all. It didn't benefit Trent Alexander-Arnold's reputation for sure. Maybe Real Madrid are the overall winners because they get an 80 or 100 million pound player for absolutely nothing. And Real Madrid are masters at this. They already signed Mbappe, David Alaba, Antonio Rudiger on free transfers. They are the masters of signing players on free transfers. And Liverpool are very much focused on winning the Premier League title, but this saga didn't really benefit anybody, not even Real Madrid, who wanted to buy Trent Alexander in January because they had Dani Carvajal out injured. And I really hope that Real Madrid win nothing next season, and I hope they keep winning nothing even with Trent Alexander in their team. That's highly unlikely, but now I will hate Real Madrid even more, because not only did they beat Liverpool 4 times in the last 6 or 7 years in the Champions League, and 2 of them in Champions League finals, but they are also poaching our players. They signed Xabi Alonso from Liverpool, and now they get Trent Alexander on a free transfer. And a window for an announcement has also been presented by Trent Alexander's ankle injury, which is likely to rule him out for the next few weeks. And I will be very interested to see the reception that Trent Alexander gets when he gets into the Liverpool squad again and when he walks out at Anfield again. But of course the blame is on Liverpool and FSG to not extend Trent Alexander's contract when we had Jurgen Klopp at the helm, and when we just finished 6th. We were preparing for a new season with Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen Klopp probably didn't know he will leave in 1 year's time at that point, so that was the time to extend Trent's contract when he still had 2 years left. But I just have a feeling that Trent always planned this with his brother, and they didn't want to sign a new contract. There was a reason why he only signed a 4-year contract at 22 years old. Liverpool are likely to end up losing not just one of the biggest talents in English and European football, but also the chance to bank a huge fee, 80 million. Only a few people know exactly what was offered to Trent Alexander by Liverpool and why no agreement was reached, but fans are entitled to ask questions, and Liverpool have been will have to be preparing for the departure of Trent Alexander. We will need to make signing a right back a priority now. Not just signing a left back, signing a centre back, signing a defensive midfielder, signing a striker, but we need a new right back. That's 5 players without actually having to replace Salah and Van Dijk. That's why it's so crucial to extend the contracts of Salah and Van Dijk. And Henry Winter, who is one of the one of my favorite journalists in England. He said that Liverpool Football Club are bigger than any player. They have lost elite players before and carried on. Liverpool are very good at player development and recruitment. Conor Bradley is still only 21 years old, obviously not at the level of Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he will never get to that level probably, especially in terms of passing, but he could become a world-class right back. And he showed his talent against Chelsea and Real Madrid, and Bradley is unfazed by the occasion or the opposition. He steps up whenever stepping in for Trent Alexander-Arnold is needed, and Trent is being criticized by a lot of Liverpool fans, not only for the decision but for the manner of the process behind his exit. I think that the last part is the most hurtful. The free transfer, the silence by Trent Alexander-Arnold, basically is not being honest with Liverpool fans, saying that I want to leave. From probably the beginning of the season, Trent knew that he wanted to leave, and there's very rarely a smooth, seamless, accepted way to leave a club. Yes, there is. Look at how Sadio Mane left the club. He waited until the season was over and then he announced that he will leave. Look at the way Bobby Firmino handled his departure from Liverpool. And they are not Liverpool-born youth academy players. They had nothing to do with Liverpool growing up, and yet they respected the club maybe more than Trent Alexander-Arnold. But it needs recording and remembering, according to Harry Winter, that Trent has played well this season, even with all the distraction, and he has given so much to Liverpool over a decade, and he will leave having contributed to Liverpool being champions again. Yes, that's true, and I will be forever grateful for Trent Alexander-Arnold for giving us unforgettable memories, winning all the trophies that are available to win. And this has been defensively probably Trent Alexander-Arnold's best season in Liverpool shirt. Not overall, but defensively has improved. But he could have gone down as one of the biggest legends at Liverpool if he stayed. He could have maybe surpassed even Steven Gerrard's and Jamie Carragher's legacy. Imagine if Trent stays at Liverpool all his life. He plays 700, 800 games. He captains Liverpool to league titles, to Champions Leagues, because he still has another 8 years ahead of him. Can you safely say that in the next 8 years, Liverpool won't win another Premier League or Champions League? I think we are likely to win 2 or 3 each, hopefully. Then Trent Alexander-Arnold would have become one of the biggest legends in Liverpool's entire history. And he's throwing all that away just to be another player at Real Madrid. But yes, Trent Alexander-Arnold is entitled to do this decision. My problem is he's screwing Liverpool over in the process, because leaving on a free transfer is not acceptable in my opinion. He could have engineered his exit while Liverpool get a big transfer fee for him. Just sign a new contract, insert a £50 million release clause. I think most Liverpool fans would be would be happy with that. But he would miss out on a big and fat cash of bag of cash, and his brother as well. He puts greed ahead of loyalty, and that's why a lot of Liverpool fans are hurting. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.